Well, yeah. Welcome to the first day of AshCon. I hope you're enjoying the new set, The Blight of Neverset. It was a very exciting one to work on. I like it a lot, and I hope you do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Flora joining me tonight. Thanks so much for helping out with the stream. It's always fun to put on a show with somebody from the community and uh, just enjoy some games.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Great. Tonight we have Waves versus Inquisitor. They're having a little chat down here. Welcoming back Inquisitor to Ashes. He says it's been a while. He's an old veteran from the 1.0 days, so always glad to see people still enjoying Ashes, even from so long ago. I mean, geez, Reborn's already been out for coming up on 4 years. Well, I guess maybe 4 years for me. I developed it around this time in 2020, but okay. I'm going to give our players the go-ahead to get started on their first 5 selection. Well, sweet. As is tradition for AshCon, everyone's got to play at least one new card from the released set, so it is a charm party tonight. And both players seems to have taken that to heart with 6 and 7 charm
6 and
dice
7.
respectively.
Yeah, right. Got Leo, so let's see if we can see some gifted roses tonight.
That's right, one of the new Phoenix Born from the set. Leo has a brand new unique, which can make him pretty aggressive on the battlefield, taking some valuable trades with some bigger units. And that's
definitely one of my favorite of the new cards for Red Reigns.
Oh yeah,
Shut
you
down
like
those
it?
guard rolls. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. All right, exchanging some formalities here. Good luck. Have fun, everybody. Take it away. And then we have Waves on Echo at the bottom, splashing just enough Divine and Sympathy to get Chaos Gravity out there still. But with all this Charm dice, I wonder what we will see. Charm is known for some bypass effects, whether it's Hypnotize or the newly released... Oh, geez, what's it called?
Arrogance.
Arrogance. That's a new bypass card in the set. So, and paired with Echo's ability to exhaust units temporarily, we could see some nasty bypass coming from Echo here.
Okay, so opening right up Ironworker.
Your Salvation says, great job on Reborn. Glad to see the game doing well. Thank you so much. And thanks for joining the stream. We start off with an Ironworker. A nice way to sink some basic dice and prepare for a strong round 2, drawing 2 additional cards. Well, let me move my head so we can see the cards. We'll see how that goes. Well, we'll go over here. And developing on the other side, we got a Ruby Cobra, a great charm unit to take advantage of extra charm dice. They can't be targeted by attacks with charm dice on them, and they mill cards when they attack.
Let's see, Snakebite take out the Glowfinch.
Yeah, here's another new card.
Snakebite's a fun new card. I really enjoy it.
Yeah. It's fun to... Well, one of the main themes of this set was getting the most out of the charm dice power. I think one of the unique things you can do with the Ashes dice is using those dice placing on different things. So it was really fun to come up with different ways to use those charm dice. So the Snakebite came down, put a charm die on the Glowfinch, and pinged it off.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Ruby Cobra snipes a Chaos
You
Gravity.
hate to
That's
see
rough.
it.
Hate to see that.
Wave says curses. I have to agree. You don't want to lose
Yeah.
those Phoenixborn exclusive cards. But trading some blows here. And down comes the Orchid Dove. Inquisitor is ready to mill. Both of these Charm Conjurations can discard cards from the opponent's deck and punish them for having an empty deck if you can get this spell focused. And on the other side, we see a very different flavor of charm. Both the Bastion Badger can put up a solid defense against Charm Die units, and the Mind Fog Owl, another bypass threat. If they're unable to be, if your attacking squad is unable to be fully blocked, these guys slip right past you. And another strong focus effect, placing some extra charm dice, reducing the attack of enemies.
I think it's really likely that we see Waves running free copies to try to get that focus effect online.
Yeah, and I remember
with all the new charm synergies.
Yeah, cool to see two very distinct flavors of charm coming through: the slow mill burn versus the bypass swing. So we'll see which side of charm can take it tonight. I remember Inquisitor was a big fan of the Mind Fog Owl back in some tournaments a few years ago. Really taking advantage of that focus effect. One of the more powerful ones out there. So love seeing this Mind Fog Owl. And here comes the Abundance. Drawing some extra cards for both players. And Leo really wanting to find as many copies of this as he can. And I wonder if there's anything else we can see coming from this illusion die. There's always gates thrown open in the first 5 for illusion, refreshing all of your ready spells and getting another shot at playing those. I wonder if that's what we'll see coming from Inquisitor over here. And out comes a Bastion Badger. Another new conjuration from the set. Gains 2 extra attack when battling a charmed unit.
Really solid conjuration. Nice bulky unit guard that can also be a good offensive threat if you get those charm dice out.
Yeah, it's got a nice duality to it. The unit guard, of course, protecting your key threats from aggressive attacks from your opponent, which I don't know if we're going to see too much of that from a deck running Orchid Dove, but the Ruby Cobra does still need to attack, so having a unit guard with the Bastion Badger could really help slow down what those Cobras are able to do.
We see generosity here from Inquisitor.
All right.
Bringing Leo up to bring out another Glowfinch.
Very good. Glowfinch, a very powerful mill tool. What does Waves choose? To remove 2 wounds Waves from Echo?
He takes the heal, and so Inquisitor gets even more cards here.
Oh boy. Mill decks tend to want to draw a bunch to find those ready spells, so we might see some strong focuses come down as early as round 1. All right, 3 dice left for Echo here. And it's got to have 1 more card left in hand. Could it be a Chaos Gravity? Just patiently waiting for something to exhaust on the other side of the table.
Ooh, Rose Gardener comes out.
All right, lots of new cards hitting the table today. Rose Gardener, a basic ally, but it likes to play in charm decks with that cultivate ability.
Yeah.
Repeatable dice raising.
So a nice little dice fixer to get you all those power sides that you need.
Definitely.
And a nice little status token tech if you need it.
Yeah, this is something you want to answer pretty quickly if you can. You don't want to let your opponent get a bunch of charm dice spin-ups, taking their time cultivating over there. And with 3 charm basic over there, I'm sure Inquisitor would like to use that Rose Gardener a couple times. Yet still has to meditate for the illusion die. This is one design thing we've been exploring and play testing recently, is putting a bit more dice fixing in the game, but limiting it to a certain class of magic. So it's not every color is getting general dice fixing, but having a charm card support only charm spin up, things like that. You'll also see that in the Divine set coming up. Divine will have ways to increase Divine dice, just to kind of help reward heavier investment in a single color with all of these new monocolor sets coming out.
The Waves gets the second snake bite down to take out that Gardener.
There's that swift response.
And there's the gates.
Nice. Okay, so drawing those extra cards from abundance was very helpful for Echo this round. You hope your opponent draws things they can't play, but seeing that second snake bite come down, you can't help but wince a little bit seeing your opponent play one of those, I bet. But nevertheless, Leo marches on, clicking abundance yet again. Hey,
getting that Rose Gardener out. Getting that Rose Gardener out may mean that one of these books needs to be meted to be used, but it's also possible another Orchid Dove book gets drawn and that becomes a basic cost.
Yeah, good observation. Another big dice discount for the long game, that Orchid Dove focus. Noah says, very excited for the Divine
Charlotte and
set.
Noah.
Welcome. Yeah, the Divine set just got announced today, just in time for AshCon. We are moving right along with the releases.
Oh, that's something you don't see much. Chained Creations.
Whoa, nice tag.
Takes out the Cobra and exhausts that. That's a nice play there. Shutting down that Cobra book for next round.
You gotta feel good about that. Hurt. Very nice tech for tonight. Yes, a swift response to the Cobra, not letting it attack and locking it down for the next round. More little birds. And we go into round 2 with just a little bit of damage on Leo and a nicely developed board for Echo.
Yeah.
Inquisitors at the top with some nice blocking birds. Echo's got a unique ability here, being able to exhaust these glowfinches and orchid doves. If you're able to exhaust them and defeat them in the same turn, you don't suffer the consequences of last request. Could be a essential way to prevent taking some mill that you would rather not have.
I'm sure we may also see some farewell on some of these birds.
Oh, yes.
Discarding them instead of destroying to bypass that effect, and even getting some mill against Leo instead.
Yeah, take that.
Farewell, definitely the strongest card of this set, I think.
Oh yeah, I was very scared to release Farewell, to be quite honest. But I hope it landed in a good spot.
Just so everyone knows, Nick was trying to nerf Farewell till like the very last minute, and we were not letting him.
My own playtesters mutinied and
You
forced me.
you did get some. Because it was just main for a while, and you got the main inside in at the end.
Yeah, yep. I did
But
squeeze
there
that
was a
side
push I remember to make it need power costs that
in.
didn't end up happening. Felt
Yeah,
too much of a nerf.
it may have been. So I like seeing cards make a splash, but you never want them to make too big of a splash. Yet another new card hits the table. We see Chimera Charmer, a big mono charm knight. Comes into play, dropping another one of those charm dice and gets stronger for each one that it sees. So we're targeting that Glowfinch with a snake die. Possible we can set up the Gravity Flux plus Snake Bite to remove it without taking mill. This is going to be a pretty methodical game navigating Leo's defenses and trying to get some bypass swings in here, but I believe Echo could do it with the right stuff. We see an Arrogance in the bin. We know this is a bypass deck now. The secret's out.
Echo exhausts the Glowfinch before snake biting it, so that it does not take the mill.
Excellent. You're saving 2 cards. That's a good deal. And we have the Snakebite Focus ready to go, just waiting for Leo to run out of cards. So that could still be a while, but it's nice to have access to that should the game go that long. It's going to be hard to mill Leo faster than Leo can mill you, though. He really excels at it. And yet another Glowfinch comes out. Echo's going to have to be pretty patient with filling up this battlefield. 6 slots, 5 of them are full. You better make every unit count. We get a small Rose Gardener hit the table, which is nice to keep you flush with good power dice, but kind of a weaker unit on the battlefield. But a 1/1 still good enough to handle all these little birds, so maybe that's all you need.
Got lots of little birds out now.
Wow.
These definitely can become a problem real quick.
Yeah.
They're cheap units that are easy for Leo to keep a wall up, and it's hard to get rid of them without just ruining your deck.
Coming in for an attack, Bastion Badger hits the Glowfinch, and we lose Transmute Magic and a Beast Tamer. Oh, Transmute Magic, definitely a way to save yourself some meditating in a slower matchup. That one hurts to lose. Beast Tamer is a big unit. Pretty good. Maybe a little overkill in the matchup. Hard to say right now. Now, what else can we expect from these players? With Charm and Divine at your disposal, you got to be thinking about Kneel. Exhaust the entire battlefield could be huge to get past these Orchid Doves, but you suffer the consequences yourself too, so hard to get the perfect Kneel.
Well, Echo does have the ability to Gravity Flux his own unit and then Kneel, and at the end of the turn, his unit comes back up.
Yeah. A little sneak past the Kneel trick. All right, an Essence Druid hitting the bin. We haven't seen use of the Ceremonial yet from Inquisitor. I wonder what that's in there for. Could be Blood Chains as a way to force these birds to die and trigger some mill and get some battlefield control. Could be ally recursion.
I would definitely expect a bit of self-sacrifice out of the ceremonial dice.
Most definitely. All right, we're having trouble getting past the Orchid Doves. Leo holding steady with the second Orchid Dove focus. Getting everything down to a nice 1 basic cost for these doves. Oh, how did this Ruby Cobra book become unexhausted? Oh, the gate's thrown open. Ended up removing what Chain Creations put on it. Exhortation gets milled. Going absolutely bonkers with the bypass face damage threats. Alright, Waves doesn't waste a second going after that Ruby Cobra. Pumping 2 attack into it to prevent a possible mill from Intimidate. Will we see Leo take the guard, or just allow these little blockers to take the damage? They take the damage.
Yeah. Wave's already down to just 4 in his deck. Leo sure can mill you real fast if he wants to.
Yeah. Does anyone here have a favorite card from the new set? What have you been interested in, Flora?
My favorite of the new set has got to be Venom Strike.
Ooh, the Maoni
I think it is
special.
such a fun build-around card for Maoni.
I would love to see somebody play Venom Strike.
I hope that
AshCon.
we get... Yeah, I hope that we can get a Venom Strike deck in feature match.
Yeah, I agree.
I've also...
Ooh, 3rd Orchid Dove book comes down. And 3rd Mindfog Owl book comes down too. We are focused all the way. All right, this could be a dangerous game, threatening to go long.
And another Cobra book.
Whew. One of the
we haven't yet seen Abundance get focused.
Yeah, where's the
probably
abundance?
Good for Waves.
Definitely. That can really just accelerate the game to a state you don't want to be in. Let's see if Echo can come up with a way to crack through. We have 1 Charm Die out on the Orchid Dove. We know Arrogance has the potential to bypass that. But not everything. I'm really curious to see if this Echo can come up with a way to crack through. Fire Archer comes down with the Ceremonial, getting a little bit of damage in there. Nothing wrong with a Fire Archer.
If we do get... Oh, well, it's a hack with Fire Archer. Let's see. Because an Arrogance letting the Chimera Charmer through would also let these Owls through.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Unfortunately, the Owl's on
this
Fire
first
Archer
owl
duty.
At Fire Archer. Just trying to keep Leo's battlefield down.
We have one charm left in the bin and some divine dice just kind of floating there right now. Creeve Dog loves Dealer's Choice and Shimmerwing and Willpower. 3 cards we have not even seen yet. There's a bunch more to look at in the set. And we've already seen a lot so far. Lots to talk about.
I'm definitely enjoying Willpower. Saria is one of my favorite Phoenix Born, so.
Yeah.
It's a nice little boost to her.
Yeah, a one basic removal spell that has the potential to defeat anything. Is no
Yeah.
joke. Saria definitely deserves your respect. Yeah, a couple of fans of Dealer's Choice. EB Fritz thinks it's fantastic.
Ooh. Okay, Inquisitor meditates in anguish, so he's at least not running all three of new card. Likely in this deck, he probably is just running anguish.
Yep.
I think this is the more mill focused, less aggressive. I would expect it to all be anguish, but we'll see still if the
Yeah.
Gifted Rose comes out at any point.
Yep. The deck certainly is not doing much swinging, so Gifted Rose might be a little difficult to figure out something to do with. Now, Echo's board fully exhausted here. We could see a Chaos Gravity flip
To
the
get that
script, though.
Chimera Charmer out.
I like this unit in Echo. Unexhausting that to get another go at the buffs with all of this. Oh, boom! There it is. Exhausted Dove. Move in exhaustion onto the Bastion Badger. Yep, who needs the defense? Not Echo today. Chimera Charmer, Mindfog Owl, raring to go. But can they get by? Echo's got a fully exhausted spell board. I'm not sure he'll be able to put out a blocker. Here comes the attack. Four damage being blocked by the Charmer and Mindfog Owl squeaking by.
Okay. Fritz saying, I think Dealer's Choice is fantastic. Yeah, that's a really fun card, for sure.
Yeah, for the longest time, that card was a main action, and none of the playtesters were really putting it in decks. And I was like, I feel like this card's good, and it just wasn't showing up. So we tried it at a side action, and wow, did that change things. It felt really good after that. It is pretty popular in Astria, who has the main action follow-up exhaust. Basically, you're going to get your stuff exhausted if you're facing a Charm Astria. She's got a lot of good control in that respect. Here comes the Generosity.
Wave set up for a pretty big top of round swing here.
You got to feel good about getting the first player token with a full battlefield. Inquisitor lost a lot of units there. Even though they were doing the blocking, it's starting to pile up. Bastion Badger won't be exhausted, but that's just one attack. Inquisitor takes the heal. Waves unexhausts Echo. Interesting. Doesn't want to draw cards for fear of abundance.
No reason to let the abundance burn turn on quite that easily.
Very tactical generosity from Leo there. How generous. Useless. Will we see an arrogance to get past this last Orchid Dove?
Or even just a Gravity Flux.
Straight up,
there it is.
Gravity Flux ain't bad. Yeah. Cash it in.
It can hit for 9 if he cashes it all in.
Woo! Let's see what happens.
Leaves the Rose Gardener to spin up those dice.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think that's the right play.
You're gonna want those dice.
That dice spin up.
Keep 2, 4, 6, 8. Leo getting some big damage there. What is Waves gonna do with all these dice though? With a full battlefield? These
Could
charm decks
definitely
always
see
ask you to come up with different solutions. How are you going to get through blockers? How are you going to manage your small battlefield? You really have to find alternative ways to advance your win condition besides just trading units. It tends to not go well if you don't have alternative ways to get around stuff or reuse your stuff.
Waves is decked here, but that means he can now start killing these little birds without having to think about mill. So small bright side there.
Cool, yeah.
I think we may see a meteor if he's got it. I would not be shocked to see a meteor come out late this round.
Yeah. Get those Mindfog Owls cycling again. Get that focus effect going again. Oh, meteor
Haven't seen any in the
crazy.
discard yet, so not sure if it's in the deck or not, but he does have the 2 divine dice for it.
Ooh, Wave's just taking pass after pass, saying, show me what you got. Ooh, that abundance is going to hurt. Another pass for Waves. Possibly, tempting these Orchid Doves to be summoned. They can get their burn damage through now that the Echo's draw pile is empty, and here they come. But sure would be nice to meteor away all these things and reestablish a board and get a swing before this round's over. The burn is creeping up for Leo. Getting your opponent milled out in round 3. This is round 3. That's got to feel good. There's the third Orchid.
Playing a waiting game. Probably waiting.
Patiently, not even
waiting for all
meditating
these.
up the divine die for the meteor. We don't even know if there's meteor. That's just an idea.
Hello, treatment.
Welcome. We were just talking about our favorite cards from the new set. Do you have one? Oh, I haven't said mine. My favorite card from the new set is Eternity Flame. I like the biggest cards in the set. And Eternity Flame, we haven't seen it yet. Hey, Stormwind Sniper.
Stormwind Sniper.
Where'd you come from? Didn't see you over there. Sniping for 1 damage.
Oh, and there's the kneel. There it is. And that perfectly timed because it gets around Stormwind Sniper's concealed and sets it up to easily get taken down without doing anything.
Okay, Charm has unexhausted cards, but did you bring them? Drops a Golden Veil. For more Divine. Ooh. And some Sympathy? What are we cooking with?
Right. Waves is on all power dice now. That Rose Gardener put in the work.
Thanks, Rose Gardener. You did it.
No. Definitely would not be surprised to see a Charmed Eye and Snakebite on that Stormwind Sniper.
Ooh,
get it taken care of while it's exhausted.
Inquisitor taking a Meditate for Ceremonial. Ooh, we could see the Blood Chains in response to an unexhaust. Although premeditating it like this kind of suggests going for the dice power with it. Loses a Sympathy Pain. That's all 3 of them that hit the bin this game. No Bernie this time.
Definitely love to see that if you're Waves.
Yeah. Sympathy Pain's a strong
one.
Both
battlefields are pretty locked up here.
Yep. Both Phoenixborn at 6. There's the Fire Archer. Getting every little bit of burn in you can. It can really come down to one point when your burn potential is kind of capped off at this 3 copies of abundance, 3 orchid doves. And if you can't get them to 0 with that, oh, it can be tough to... What else are you going to do? Wait a whole nother round? Oh, no. That can be bad. Okay. Chaos Gravity. Unexhaust the Charmer. Now that the Blood Chains die is gone and a full board is exhausted, we could see so many Charm Dice hit the table to make this big Chimera Charmer.
Yeah, just start pumping it up before swinging. Seems like the play here.
Can you stall with the main actions to get it big enough? What kind of main actions can you do? Wow. Interesting meta selection against the charm
swing
field.
That owl as a main.
Yeah, you can squeeze that in. No need to do your attacks together.
You can't really snake bite though, because that just undoes
space.
You want to snake bite after you get the Chimchar swing.
Yep, don't want to lose those dice. Leo still has a good amount of deck left. I don't think we're going to see Snakebite hit burn for a little while. Chimera Charmer's cranked up to 5. Just clicking the Mind Fog book.
Just to main action get.
There's the exhortation. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there double swing for 14. Boom, baby. Yeah.
Now, is there a redirect to save Leo from some of this?
Oh boy. You could save 7, but not both.
There's the dice spend.
No way. Redirect? He's got it. All right.
There it goes, but still taking Leo down to 3 there.
Oh, only did 6 damage. The redirect defeated the thing and got rid of a charm die before the Chimera Charmer hit. Saved an extra damage. Very sneaky. Very sneaky. And there's an Orchid Dove. Wow. Okay. 2 insanely hype plays back to back.
Yeah.
You'll love to see it.
Oh, that's putting it real close. That 3. It's not much life for Leo, but it might be enough to save him.
We haven't seen really any burn potential from Echo here. You're gonna have to swing through.
That snake bite, if
snake bite.
Leo draws the rest of his deck with those abundances, then we'll see snake bite come on. But
going for another med.
Even there, the 3rd snake bite is in the discard, so that'll only do 2.
Oh no!
The next round.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Something's got to get through. Here comes a Ruby Cobra, able to chip 1 damage in. Do you worry about this Rose Gardener? Echo's got the guard. I don't think it's gonna make a difference. There goes the snake bite, clearing up a little bit of space. Space to summon, but space to swing past.
Yeah.
And let's see, every unit has damage on Echo's board. No 0 attackers, so you can push just a little bit through. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Leo does have top of round, but Echo does have gravity flux.
That's right. Another way to make the battlefield
Echo can
parity go your way.
Oh, but Badger is exhausted.
Oh yeah, holding down that extra exhaust from gravity. Okay, we took a little bit of burn damage there, or fatigue. Echo taking 1.
Bit of fatigue. Leo's got 7 points of burn damage on his spell board.
It's got to end this round. Leo rolled the ceremonial power. That could be a recur for either of those ambush allies. Whew.
Echo can get through these Mindfog Owls.
Oh yeah.
If he's got
A
a bit of
simple
extra
arrogance.
if he's got an arrogance, he gets through.
Wow. It's
No
so cool
problem.
seeing these bypass tricks come to fruition. Oh, I also got to give it up for arrogance. I know I said Eternity Flame. This is my other favorite card. I just really was happy with the way the art came out with it, and I feel like it just landed on a cool name and theme, and just like this just looks like a cool card to me. I love reaction spells that can kind of crack through these more stalemate type board states. They always lead to the most exciting moments in the game for me.
Lots of great art in this set as well.
Yeah. I love what our artist did with the Chimera. There's some really fun stuff going on with that creature. I got a huge soft spot for the Blight of Neverset. That is my favorite Chimera to face and my favorite one to develop. It was the toughest one to develop for sure. But...
Oh God, it was. I came in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And what I remember is my first day on the playtest team, I jumped in a call where we like completely redid Bloom, basically.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just totally redid it. And then a week later, we were like, oh God, this is absolutely horrendous to play against. Why did we do this? And did it again.
Yep, it goes that way.
We had a version of Bloom where Chimera's turns took minutes to resolve and so much mental capacity and just weren't fun.
Yeah. We stayed strong though. We're like, there's something here.
There's something in there.
Now, I just noticed in our game here, Inquisitor hit the abundance button and suddenly the draw pile's at 0. Thus, the snake bite burn is ready to go. And we saw
snake bite burn's ready.
We saw the third snake bite is in the bin, but you know what? There's Essence Druid. Essence Druid could get back the third snake bite for the third burn. A burn lethal is possible. All right, there's the snake bite button. And you don't even need charm dice on your opponent's stuff to use that focus. It kind of switches into a totally different mode once you get the focus in your opponent's deck.
See, another generosity healing up out of range.
The burn slips away.
Oh, this one's getting close.
I'm also looking at
it's going to be hard to break through this for waves.
Yeah.
Or
I feel like if there was an arrogance, we would have seen it already, but I ain't no expert.
The third abundance is not in the discard pile. Oh. So it is in hand for another 2. Leo's got lethal burn on his spell board.
Ooh, Waves gets removes 1 exhaustion from a snake bite from the generosity. So got 1 burn back. That was only a 1 heal. For Leo total. Okay, I'm kind of looking at that Divine Die too. That Divine Die can go on Mindfog Owl if you got the bypass trick happening. That's another damage. Lucky roll getting the Divine Power. This is so tense. 9.5 minutes on the clock. We're doing all right. It's got to end this round. Third abundance. The burn is coming. Hang on. Abundance for 2.
Waves.
Orchid Dove for 2 more.
Waves has got 2 turns to get through here.
Yep. Inquisitor just has to hit 3 buttons and it's over.
Oh, and he passes.
There comes the damage.
That seems pass
Oh
from Wave seems
no.
like he may not have what he needs here.
No, you only have the one arrogance. No.
Oh, or even
Oh, hitting the echo. 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers, 4 blockers. Can you make anything else happen here? Crescendo? Everything's hitting for 2. You get 1 blocker out of the way here.
let's see.
Leo could have another redirect, though.
Oh.
Here comes the blockers.
Only the
no
one
reaction.
in the discard he probably does.
No reaction from Echo? The blockers are coming? Oh no! What could happen?
I'm
Bonk, bonk,
not
bonk,
sure
bonk,
what
bonk.
the play is here.
Is Inquisitor just gonna burn some more? Puts a Ruby Cobra into play.
If Waves had sympathy pain here,
Yeah.
sympathy pain would
We haven't
win
seen one yet,
against
but that is
win against either of these burn effects.
That's
but
an out.
I think we'd have seen it by now. But that might be why Leo's hesitating to burn anymore.
Sure, yeah.
That.
Has to get Echo down to death before dealing more damage for
kind of
Flora,
have one lethal.
Yep, 1 lethal move. How do you do 3 though? You can also just survive and let
you just
fatigue
wait
do its
to
thing.
fatigue. Waves keeps passing. Leo just passes back and lets fatigue.
You got all 10 of your dice left.
Oh, it's not enough. It's not enough fatigue.
Anguish.
Oh,
no.
There's anguish.
All right. The dice, you're like, whatever.
I think you take.
Selects the double charm power.
Yeah. You gotta just let these.
There they go.
And that's.
In Lost Shepherd of Lost Souls, you said? Yeah. Meditates Mindfog Owl. Gets the power. What are you doing? Threatening the sympathy pain again, I think.
Well, he could have just played it on the anguish if he had it. So.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Seems like that's off.
I don't know what this is.
I don't know if he's got a way through here.
Chat, what is it? What is the answer? I don't know what's happening anymore.
I think Waves may just be passing until Leo can finish it off.
That's 3 cards in hand. 2 fatigue is coming. 1 fatigue is coming for Inquisitor. Ruby Cobra chipping in for 1, putting Echo into fatigue range. What is this charm die? Call to action!
Oh, that's what the passing has been. Okay.
All right.
Well,
the call
is
to
it enough?
action. Taking the block.
Take the block. That doesn't save you though. Spending the
that
card
lost
doesn't.
the card. Yep.
Spending the card means you're still in that fatigue range.
Panda entered
I
chat.
think you've got to
Hello.
take that and try to. I guess he doesn't have any sort of bypass to get through that Orchid Dove to swing back.
Yeah. You tuned into a very tense end of the game. Round 4, both players are about to lose to fatigue. Inquisitor hanging on by a thread with 4 cards in hand. Here comes the recovery phase. Oh no! Echo down to fatigue. Very well played.
Yeah.
There
Very
it
close
is.
game there.
There it is. Wow.
Yeah, that block with the Chimera Charmer didn't really save anything when you spend the card and put yourself further into fatigue.
Yeah.
But I don't know that keeping it up to swing would have helped because I don't know
Yeah,
that he
there's
had
another
any way to
dove down there,
bypass.
and just not enough bypass. Not enough, but so many opportunities. That exhortation was so sick.
Yeah, exhortation and then that redirect to save it.
Yeah, what
That
a
was
moment.
Close game.
Yeah, play of the game.
Like you said,
that 1
point of damage can be the difference.
Yep. Leo hanging out with 1 life. Oh. Well played. Thank you to Waves and Inquisitor for throwing your game up for us all to enjoy on Monday of AshCon. Oh yeah, Waves in chat asking for another arrogance in the matchup. That would have been amazing. No doubt. It's tough. The matchups where you really need it, you want them. But in the other matchups, you're like, this is dead weight. It's just all part of playing the field and getting the matchups that, balancing out your matchups just right. It keeps everybody on their toes. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
Also, just saw only a minute left on the clock for Inquisitor, too.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it started getting close on time there.
Yeah. Had to close it out, get those passes done, get that last point of damage in there. I bet they were sweating. Well, great. But yeah, we can chill here for a little bit more, talk about the game, or if anyone's in chat has any questions about anything, we're happy to just talk, hang out for a little bit. We'll call it a good hour show.
Yeah. Do we have the next feature game? No.
Yes, I have it
ready to announce
down. Let me pull up my form. Tuesday's feature match is Leo versus Phenomonox. I don't know if either of you are in here. Leo versus Phenomonox from Pod I. We'll get that posted in the chat, and we'll see you tomorrow for another Charm Magic Showdown.
Yeah. And those featured match participants will get these lovely alt arts.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. That Frostfang's definitely one of my favorite alt arts.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it.
Definitely a super cool one. That was...
Yeah, sweet.
Hope that all our featured match players enjoy getting those.
That's right. And the overall winner of pods, you'll get some translucent dice sent your way.
Yes.
Well, great. Why don't we call it there then, everybody? We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Have a good night, y'all.
Tomorrow. Bye.